Hey, buddy. Me, my buddy.
All right. I believe we are now live. We're going to wait a couple minutes for some folks to work out their technical issues and join us. I know there's a lot of folks trying to figure out how to get their viewing on. So I'm going to first just welcome everybody in the Wake Up Now family. Guys, welcome in everybody who's watching. I'm watching the number of viewers slowly climb, and that's a good thing. So like I said, we're going to be in kind of pre-start mode here for a few minutes while we let people work out their technical issues and get their stream going. And I am going to let you know what's going on. We are really cutting our teeth here on our first live broadcast, and it's a big deal because we save big announcements for moments like this, and so we want you guys to be with us. For those that haven't seen me in a while or don't know me, my name's Andy Bennis, Vice President of Sales Training for Wake Up Now, and it's a perfect theme here. I'm coming actually from vacation. I'm here in Santa Barbara, California, and Jason has just finished up an escape trip in Miami, so he is still in Miami. So Jason is with us. Julian Kushner's joining him live from Miami. Jason, are you there?
I'm here, bud. How you doing?
Good. So I got to miss the trip. I mean, I know the view behind me doesn't suck, and that's why I missed the escape trip. But take a minute while we're waiting for folks to join, and tell everybody how the escape trip went.
You know, it honestly was the best event we've ever had in the history of Wake Up Now. And I've asked Julian to join us here. We're getting ready to go to some meetings after this, and we're having the time of our life out here in South Beach, and had a great event. Had an outstanding turnout. Had a completely sold out event. Several on the waiting list, and we got to do a couple of different things. We got to bond, we got to build relationships, but also we had a chance to learn from each other, and we had a chance to ask each other the hard questions and figure out how we take our businesses up to the next level, all of us. And I feel like everybody left here on the same page. Not that they weren't when we came in, but you know, we all had the opportunity to work with each other and help each other, and that makes a big difference.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So what was the, for those of us who didn't get to experience it firsthand, what was the beach party like?
Well, I'll let Julian explain that to you. I was there. I can only hang about an hour now, Andy. I'm a family man. I got to get home and get to bed.
Uh-oh. So, Julian, how was it?
It was a good time for sure. It was a little bit of lifestyle. You know, people coming out and enjoying. You know, work hard, play harder. You know, that's definitely the motto. You know, it was nice to see everybody coming together. You know, in one space, food. You know, dining, good times. You know, dancing. So there's definitely more of that to come. In the next escape trips, and Salt Palace in Salt Lake City for conventions. So if it's not fun, it's not one. That's for sure. So we definitely had a good time.
So Andy, I'll say one thing: if you guys watching out there, if you haven't got your convention tickets, you better get in there and get them quickly, because we've got some of the international teams coming in and buy them. We got people buying them in bulk here because this event sold out. And there were people that didn't want to be left out on the sidelines that had to watch it on Facebook. So again, we got limited tickets. Go to the hub, buy your tickets to convention. Please don't miss that, because we got some amazing things rolling out at convention in Salt Lake City.
Yeah, it's a great reminder. And every time we have one of these events, it reminds me that you got to take attendance seriously, because that turning people away in New York, turning people away at multiple events, and while we hate to do it, it's just the practical reality of popular events. So. It's a big deal. So I see our viewership is jumping huge, so that's great. I see a lot of people are working their technical issues out, so that's awesome. And just to let everybody know that this will be recorded and it'll be available on our corporate YouTube channel when we're done. So if you've got team members that you think are missing out by not being on here live, they are missing out because we're having some fun doing this for the first time live. But they will get to hear it and see it actually on YouTube. So we'll send those links out when we're done. But it's a heck of a lot more fun live. And again, for those of you that just popped on, I'm coming to you live from Santa Barbara, California on the West Coast. I'm on vacation, but didn't want to miss this announcement. Jason and Julian over there on the East Coast in Miami. I'm still getting sunburnt. They're already dealing with nighttime. But from sea to shining sea, we got this thing covered. And the reason for that, it kind of takes on a travel theme. And for those of you that have maybe missed some of the teasers, you weren't at the escape trip in Miami where those guys got to hear it first and in person, what we're unveiling tonight is a big deal. And the theme sort of revolves on travel. There is a new package being unveiled and new products that go with it. And I'm going to let Jason describe those in some detail, but that's part of the perfect fit for why we're out here describing this from all the way from the West Coast. And in a little bit, we'll talk to Daryl YG via phone, and he's in Dallas. So we'll have almost all the time zones covered here on our live broadcast. But I think I want to start before we get to the actual, details of the announcement. Is Jason, just to ask you, can you give folks a little bit of background and talk about why we'd want to unveil a new product with new packages at this point in time?
Yeah, absolutely. So, we were very fortunate to grow massively through the summer last summer, and we always like to give our distributors as many tools as they have to continue to sell our great products. And the nice part about our system, Andy, is we're not tied to one product. We're a platform. And if somebody wants to buy it, we want them to buy it from us. And they heard you guys that are at conference last year, we talked about this. We wanted to introduce to you 2 different products that we're going to announce tonight. We've been working feverishly on that since last September to bring these to you, and that's telemedicine in 1MD by Teladoc and the personal assistant, Wake Up Now personal assistant. We've done both of those things. We've worked hard on it, and there's 2 things we're going to do. Number one, we're going to give people a product that they both want and need. And it'll hit several different demographics, not just one, not just the baby boomers, not just the young Gen Y folks, but it will hit people on a bunch of different levels. I asked the crowd this weekend how many people had health insurance and how many people go to the emergency room and urgent care, and it was pretty unanimous, the whole crowd. And it didn't matter what age you were. And so we've really delivered a product that's going to help our distributors go out and sell people products that they want and need.
Yeah, and I think the fact that you and I are both on the road at the moment is kind of proof to that. And there's we're going to watch a couple of clips here in a little bit that'll explain it in more detail. But these new products, while they're not specifically travel products, they certainly help you travel with more peace of mind. And I think that's one of those things that's a perfect fit for what we're doing. So let's do this. I think it's a good time now, Jace, to segue into talking about the specifics of the announcement. So I think what we'll do is we'll listen to your voice, but I will put up some slides for you to talk from at this point, and let folks watch those while they listen to you.
Okay. Well, as we talked about, this is a travel-themed product, and we still have the silver, gold, and platinum package, but now we have the Explore package, and it's a travel-based product. And when you travel, things happen, right? We have children. We get sick on the road. You need medical attention. You need your dry cleaning done. The personal assistant will help you do that. You need an appointment set. You need to find a great restaurant. I use the personal assistant for a restaurant. So the world is a book, and those who do not travel only read one page. So we got a short, brief video here that's a trailer. You may have seen this, but this is going to bring the excitement and kind of show you some of the excitement that this package is going to bring. And then I'm going to walk you through that package and show you exactly what it is and what it means for you, the customer, and what it means for you, the distributor, and how you make more money selling this package. So, Andy, why don't you roll that video for me, please? This next video will introduce you to the Wake Up Now Explore package.
The Explore package is a bundle of products designed to help you live life better. The Explore package includes Vacation Club, One Finance, TextBot, One Local, One Speak, one Protect, and the 2 newest members of the Wake Up Now family, one personal assistant and one MD. For more information about these products, visit wakeupnow.com/explore.
So you're seeing some of these new packages, and YG can't be the only one in this company with their own personal assistant. So let's introduce to you the Wake Up Now personal assistant.
Introducing One Personal Assistant. One Personal Assistant helps you with anything, anytime, anywhere. One Personal Assistant is a team of professionally trained and exceptionally friendly personal assistants who are available to you 24/7, no matter where you are, to help you with just about anything you need. In addition to the common requests you might have, such as directory assistance, driving directions, and restaurant recommendations, your personal assistant can do just about anything. Away on business and needs same-day dry cleaning near your hotel? Starch or no starch? Want us to locate an item and have it waiting for you to pick up at your service counter? Consider it done. Need a place to board your dog that offers online video monitoring? We've got you covered. Looking to rent tuxedo-clad penguins for a special event? That's a fun one. We're on. Like we said, anything, anytime, anywhere. And the best part is that One Personal Assistant does all the work. How it works is simple. You receive a toll-free number to call. When you call from a registered phone, you will be instantly greeted by a live, friendly personal assistant. You can then ask your assistant any question or have them handle almost any task you need help with. Requests can also be made via email, text, or by using the Personal Assistant app. By making requests through the app, you can include your GPS location for an enhanced experience. Don't take valuable time out of your day to book tickets to a show or compare shoe prices. Make your life easier. One Personal Assistant is included in the Explore package from Wake Up Now. Get the Explore pack and start using your One Personal Assistant today.
Share the screen. Hey Andy, we're getting reports that we can't see the videos. Have you shared the screen?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go make sure that's still the case. But yeah. Yep.
Okay, great.
Yeah, we're ready. They should be able to see that currently and go ready.
Okay. Well, these videos are also available.
You want to go to the next one?
Yeah, these videos are also available on our Vimeo channel. I think they can hear them. They're wakeupnow.com/explorer, EXPLORER, wakeupnow.com/explorer. And if you go to that page, it's going to give you all the product, the breakdown, the pricing, the frequently asked questions, all those things. But as we talk about the personal assistant, I just want to share a little experience with you. And this is a product that I've been demoing personally for several months now, going on a year. And for the live audience this weekend, we got it on, and when they answer the phone call, they answer the phone. Thank you for calling your Wake Up Now personal assistant. My name is whatever their name is. Then what can I help you with? And so we came on and gave them a simple task of, hey, we'd like a 4 to 5 star restaurant in the Miami area for reservation for 2 tonight. Can you give me a great place? Can you rate it? And also help me make a reservation, please. So they came on, gave us a great restaurant, gave me a few options. In front of 250 people, we made the reservation right there on the spot. Everybody was excited about it, and I said, listen, I'm too busy. I've got to get going, but can you text me a confirmation? They texted back. Within 5 minutes, I had a confirmation, who they spoke to, what was going on, and we had a reservation booked. Kirby, Phil, and I and the team ate dinner there later on that night, and that's something that I would have never gone to that restaurant. I didn't know about it. Didn't take the time to look it up, and got that done while I was in the middle of giving a presentation. So can't beat that, right? So let's move into
Absolutely.
Let's move into the Wake Up Now teledoc. Andy, you want to roll that video?
Yeah, let me give that another shot here. I'll go back a couple slides and we'll share that screen. Hang on one second.
Yeah, and while you're doing that, I have a good friend of mine who's a doctor, and every time I get sick, I don't want to go to the emergency room, so I call him, and he stopped taking my calls because I'm bugging him all the time, so now I don't have to because I got teledoc. And I can do that right from my iPhone or Android app.
Yep.
You get up to 5 dependents, so up to 5 dependents in your household, so your kids, your wife, your husband, whoever it may be.
Did you know that in the course of a year, you'll see your doctor close to 3 times for one of these typical conditions? And for your kids, almost 4 times. So what do you do about it? You normally have 3 options. The first thing you should do is call your primary care physician. But what if getting an appointment takes too long? Or even worse, what if traveling makes it impossible? You could head to an urgent care clinic, but do you want to spend $150 to wait in a room that might be full of sick people? And then there's the emergency room, but that would cost $750, and the waiting room might be full of really sick people. Wouldn't it be great if treatment could be simple? That's what 1MD powered by Teladoc is for. This is how easy it is to use. First, sign up and fill out some health info. When one of these strikes and your doctor is unavailable, go online or call to request a consultation with a U.S. board-certified doctor. Get on a call or video chat with your doctor, who is licensed in your state. Explain every detail of your issue. There's no rush. Take as long as you need. The doctor will listen carefully, and when enough details are given, will diagnose what you have. A prescription is sent to your local pharmacy if necessary. It takes less than an hour. Average amount of practice experience of our doctors, 15 years. Average time it takes to get a call back from a doctor for the quality care you need, 22 minutes. 91% of all medical issues resolved. 97% of customers satisfied. Who said getting quality care has to be complicated? Once you're back on your feet, stay on your feet. Get access to personalized web-based workouts, daily health tips, health risk assessments, and more with the Wake Up Now eWellness Center. It's all included with the Explore package from Wake Up Now.
So as you can see, as we help people save, manage your money, help us well. It's a product that's outstanding. I've got it on my iPhone. I've got an iPhone. I've got the iPhone app, and I'll tell you a little story that happened to me. I was in Las Vegas on business with our attorney, and I was down there several months ago, and woke up in the morning with a sore throat and called down to the front desk of the hotel and wanted to know how much the in-house doctor was. And after figuring out what it cost to get the in-house doctor in there, I thought to myself, you know what, this is a great time to use telemedicine. So got on the app, punched in the information, took me right through. I put my name in there, which is pre-selected, put my benefit and the reason why I was calling, took a picture of my throat, uploaded it through the camera, and a doctor came on a few minutes later, less than 10 minutes later, and diagnosed me with strep throat, called into the CVS because I told them where my location was through the app. The GPS pinpointed me, sent my location to the Walgreens location, and walked downstairs, took a left, walked into Walgreens, got my prescription, and was back into my hotel room in all less than 45 minutes. And I would have been left to go to an urgent care and emergency room out of town. So that's something I fully believed in. It's great. I have little kids running around, 3 beautiful little kids, and you know what? They go to school in their little petri dishes. They come back and they bring everything under the sun. And guess what? We get that. We get the benefits of that. So this is something I'm excited for. It's something that's great for my family. Something that's great in Julian's age demographic as well. He's a little younger than I am, and it's something that we can all use, from the baby boomers to Gen Y. So that's the benefits of the product. The last one I want to talk about is Vacation Club. Now we've had the Vacation Club activation involved in the company, and that's cost $90. Now I'm happy to announce with the Explore pack that's now included. So when you upgrade tonight to the Explore pack, your Vacation Club's going to come. It's going to be activated with it. There's no more going in and upgrading at checkout and doing all that. It's with it. That's a huge value. That Vacation Club, between the condos and the cruises and the vacations, we book my travel through that. As you guys know, I live on the road, and it's absolutely amazing. The condos in there are some of the best deals around, and things that timeshare owners are paying a bunch of money for. But because you're a member of Wake Up Now and because you have the package, you can get that at a fraction of the cost that they get. And so I know people that have been in the travel business for years, and they can't believe some of the prices that we've gotten. That comes activated for you in the Explore package. So after the value, after the product, you probably want to know, as a salesperson, show me the money, right? How do we get paid? So that's a very important part of this. So we provided a bunch more value, and this is something we've waited since October to get in the hub, as we've talked about. but how do you, the salesperson, go out and sell this package and make more money? Well, there's a couple of different ways, and I think they're huge. We got a standing ovation on this here in Miami, and I'm going to let Julian and Daryl tell you about that from a sales rep standpoint. But I'll tell you from the company, we wanted to reward people for selling packages month one. So if you come in, we're giving a $20 direct cash bonus to the enroller month one. So what does that mean? Julian comes in, he sells the package to somebody, he's going to get on that sale, he's going to get $20 commission the first month plus 90 commissionable volume. So $20 in his pocket month one, dollars, not CV, dollars, plus 90 CV that first month. Month two and every month thereafter, as your client stays on that Explore package, you get 95 CV. So again, it's a product that everybody wants, everybody needs. It's like having a family member who's a doctor or your own personal assistant in your pocket at all times. Vacation Club comes activated, so no more having your customer come in on this package and upgrade and buy that separately. It's less friction for the customer. It's all in one, and it's excited introducing to you the new Explorer package.
Yeah, I think, guys, there's so much to absorb there, and I think Jason mentioned it, and I don't know if there were technical glitches right when we were going through it, but the videos, all the tools that you just saw, you saw in the videos at the end, the links to wakeupnow.com/explore, where all the details are, the corporate YouTube channel, the corporate Vimeo links. Those videos are up and available and out there, and I think what I'm most excited about is, again, what Wake Up Now stands for is it's not just one product and whatever the trend of the day is. It's products that people need and want. And honestly, I can't think of anything with all the nonsense going on with healthcare, regulations, laws, things that are changing, companies cutting benefits and plans. Something as simple as that Teladoc product, 1MD, is going to seriously change people's lives. And that's something we're all excited about. The fact that it's part of a package and add such amazing value. Then you throw in the personal assistant, as Jason mentioned, whether you need to just find a local dry cleaners that'll deliver, or you need to find the closest Chinese food restaurant, or you need to make reservations in the out of state where you're heading next month. Whatever it is, as their video says, anything, anytime, anywhere. It literally is a personal assistant. So you take those two things, and the added value is unbelievable. And I know that's part of what Jason was so excited about when we got to look at those things. And as you know, we don't generally introduce products unless they make sense, unless they're of actual value, because we're not about garage qualification in this company. We want people to be using products that they need and want. And the beauty of having a platform, an e-commerce platform, is that we can add or remove products anytime we want based on what's actually needed. I don't think Thunder will ever go out of style, but God forbid it ever did. We're not reliant on Thunder. So.
Well, I want to show you something here, and I showed everybody that this weekend, and I don't know how clearly you can see my phone here, but I'll walk you through it and talk you through it. So I go on here, and then in the Teladoc Medicine app comes up. I request a consult, select my name. I'm hitting next here. Andy, can you see that?
Yeah, get a little closer.
Okay. So as I go on here, it's going to ask me my location. I'm in Florida right now, and because if somebody's prescribing you a prescription, they have to be licensed as a doctor in that state. So as I go next, it's going to ask me a consult type. I need general medicine, and then it'll allow me to add an image. As I go down, it's going to ask my phone numbers and where I'm at, my primary consultant. I upload that, and the doctor will call me back momentarily. And it also asks me how I'd like to be contacted, by phone, by video, or what the best form of communication is. So as you can see, that's easy. It's convenient, and it's worth a ton. There's just an absolute ton of value packed in that package.
Yeah, no, there is, and I know there's a little bit of a delay there. I know you guys can see the audio and the video slightly staggered, but I think you get the point. There is tons of value, and I know a lot of folks are probably asking questions about upgrading, and so I will tell you what I know and then let Jason confirm that. But the upgrading is as easy as going into your hub. everybody's wondering about upgrading from their current package if they want to get on this package because it's the only place those products are available. How do you do that? And so the answer is within your hub, up by the search bar. Okay, there is an upgrade button, and you can simply click on that upgrade button. Okay, and so there is an activation fee, and then you simply pick up on your next auto pay date. You pick up with the new package. Now there's an incentive going on right now for D3s. You're basically going to be able to do that in 2 pieces. When you hit upgrade, you're going to be pay the $50, just 50, and then the next auto pay date, you're going to basically just pay 100 and pay that gap instead of the activation fee and the 150. And then beginning the month after that, it just goes to the regular pricing. For those who are F3 and above, now this is your incentive. And I'm talking to people who are working their Wake Up Now business and are active IBOs. This is separate from your brand new prospects who can sign up with the Explore Pack as their primary package, as their qualifying package. I understand a lot of folks will want to do that straight up, is switch to the Explore Pack as the new #1 pack. Makes total sense just in terms of the offerings because it's sort of a greatest hits album as far as packages go. But those folks, it's just a matter of choosing that pack at checkout. I'm talking to those who are active IBOs that are looking to upgrade. The incentive for the D3s is that you are going to pay just the 150, but you're going to split it up into 50 and then the 100 instead of 150 at your next auto pay date. For F3s and above, you're not going to pay anything right now. And then come your auto pay date, you're going to pay at your next auto pay date, so you're not paying anything right now, basically waiving the activation fee. For everybody else, it's just a matter of that activation fee and then switching over to the plan on your next auto pay date. So it's pretty straightforward. If there shouldn't be any hiccups. The development folks in IT have been testing it nonstop. They're testing it as we speak right now, making sure that the upgrade path for everybody in the different ranks is going to be smooth. And again, it's just done from the hub under the upgrade link. I understand some of you may want to get more info before you do that, and that's great. Just remember that you can go to wakeupnow.com/explore and get the details. You can also check for links for the videos. The corporate YouTube channel will have those videos posted if you want to share those. Again, if you guys want to look for that, it's Wake Up Now HQ, as in headquarters. Wake Up Now HQ is our ID on YouTube for the corporate channel, but we'll put links up on the blog and Facebook and everywhere so you guys can get to it if you got any questions. And I want to pass it back over now to Jason to see if he's got any questions or comments, or if Julian wants to add in anything about the products, or from the field's perspective, what he thinks this might do for giving people freedom and flexibility in terms of the packages they choose.
Yeah. As you know, I mean, we're sitting here in South Beach, still just finished up an escape trip, and those of you that came to the trip and those of you who've been to the trip before know I say we got 3 responsibilities when we come to these. First and foremost, what? Have fun. Mm-hmm. The second is learn something. The third is meet somebody new and network. And as we came to this, everybody was really, really excited and walked away with the idea of what this product will do to the company. It's going to be game-changing because of the amount of value in it. And so I'd like to bring in Julian here, Mr. Diamond Executive, and have him talk about, number one, his experience with the escape trip and what he and his team took out of it. And 2, kind of share some of his thoughts. He was here, he's live. He saw the excitement, he saw it roll out. And I want him to share some of that with everybody at home. They couldn't be here, so they understand what it was like and what his thoughts are.
Yeah, definitely glad to be here. Everyone that couldn't make it out to the escape trip, definitely plan for the next escape trip, and of course, Salt Lake City to be at the the big convention there. But the beauty of this has been what, Jason, our 4th escape trip.
Yeah.
And every escape trip, the most important thing is of course having fun. We come together, we do trainings, we do the events. But we saw people that were enjoying coming. They were excited to be here. They were excited at the environment and the photos being taken, the videos being done. And it just takes people showing up. And you might show up at the next event and gain knowledge from somebody, or talk to a leader, talk to Seymour or Daryl or even Jason or Kirby, and gain something that you can't just gain by even listening to a phone call or getting on a webinar. It's really important that, when I started to show up at events, was one thing. When I started to show up at escape trips, was a lifestyle thing. It was something that I enjoyed doing, and I would not miss an escape trip for anything. So we're going to have more of these that roll out going forward. We definitely want you guys to be at the next ones, wherever they're at, whether it's domestic, international. It's here for you guys. It's here to add a little bit of lifestyle into this. And what I said is, people love presentations, they love calls, they love offline meetings, but we also need to come together, and do these escape trips and have everybody on these, and people will enjoy the lifestyle. So for the next ones, guys, stay tuned. To come out to get the details of the next escape trips rolling out, because even more and more leaders will be on these. More new people, more people that have been in the business will get on these escape trips, and you can really come out and just learn and earn. That's the most important thing, is just coming out and learning and earning. And I have people who, after the San Diego escape trip and the Utah Park City escape trip, they actually ended up going back and getting more people involved in business, selling more services, more products, because of showing up. They actually gave up what they were going to do that weekend, whether it was a party or some other event that maybe was not going to move them forward in this business, to come out on these trips. I have to say, South Beach has been one of the best trips so far, but it's not even to say what's going to be coming out in the trips to come with the different escape trips in the future. So on top of that, just while we're there, learning about the new products, learning about the new announcements and what's to come, and the excitement in the room. And that was the most amazing thing, sitting in the room, hearing the excitement from everybody, and not just hype and not just woo woo rah rah. It was more of like pure people getting on the phone, texting, saying, hey, here's the announcement, here's the updates of all the new products, and services being announced, and people truly enjoying the culture that we're building. And guys, what you guys all need to understand on the call as well, is we're building something more than just an opportunity or a company. We're building a culture of people helping people, and true value being put out on the marketplace, where we can be excited to share and get the information. So when I first saw, for example, 1MD, very, very convenient. My parents, for example, are the first ones to activate this, because they're traveling now, in their RV, for example, financially free. They don't have a doctor, at their convenience always. They're places where a phone call or a video chat to a doctor could help, but it's more of like a convenience factor. I've had to go in the emergency room a few times. I had to go into, actually when I was out in Utah at corporate, I had to go into a doctor to get something figured out. But having that convenience of somebody always there for you, whether it's a college student that doesn't want to miss a class, or it's someone that doesn't want to, you might be working a job and you don't want to miss out on money that you should be earning because you need to take a sick day, or you need to go to the doctor and see what's going on. So having that convenience factor, I know, is going to add value to my life, a lot of people in my demographic, but the older demographic as well. Even my grandparents here in Florida love the idea, because instead of taking that long trip to the doctor, getting in the car, they might have something come up later at night, or on a 24/7 basis, that they have somebody there for them. So that's the first thing I saw. Really value in 1MD, especially considering it's on our smartphone as well, and on our website. So very, very convenient for us to access. The concierge service, guys, is just game over. I mean, who doesn't want their own personal assistant? That's living the one life right there. You have access to someone. Whatever your needs are, whatever reservations, whatever you want to do, a party you want to plan, they're going to be there. And I was reading something, guys, and this is just to go back, to a book called The 4-Hour Workweek. If you guys have ever read that book, and the value of having a virtual assistant to not make you work less, but to make your work more efficient. When you're working smart and not hard, the personal assistant is going to help you do just that. So I know I'm going to be using that a lot. I know a lot of people on my team are going to be using that a lot, and I'm excited to start engaging, start having them book my travel, maybe start having them do my tasks that I personally takes time out of my schedule, guys. So we're truly capitalizing on being a independent business owner and a true customer with this company, because with these two products alone, got me super excited for just the value being brought, to the marketplace and to our website. And then of course the Vacation Club activated as well, where you guys can go in, use your vacation concierge, which is you have your personal assistant, but then you have your vacation concierge where you can call and book your travel, book flights, book hotels, book condos. So I really love how everything's being activated. I mean, the bonus, guys, is more of an incentive to share and not sell, to not go out there and try to make money from getting people signed up, guys, but by selling services and products. And when you can go out there and offer a great package that people are going to want to pay money towards, that's one thing in itself. When there's a little incentive, for you guys, and of course increased volume after the first month, that is a big game changer for where we're moving towards in the future. So, I just say, guys, the products announcements are great, the service announcements are great. Stay tuned for even more. I mean, I know all my team's very, very excited, with the new announcements, and of course the escape trips to come, and what we're going to be doing in the future as a team, as a family, as one movement. What do we call it? We just, guys, we're just moving as one, and we want to see you out on the next escape trip. Category of one. Yeah, category of one, guys. So definitely honored to be on this call, giving the information, live to you guys. So taking the information, definitely take notes so you can relay this to your team as well, and make sure they're updated with all the information so no one's confused and everyone understands, hey, this is the package. We still have the platinum package, of course, and the customer packages, but this is one that I personally am upgrading to, my parents are upgrading to, because of the value towards the consumer. So again, Jason, Andy, appreciate you guys having me on this live chat. Back to you guys.
I appreciate it, man. I appreciate your maturity. And for those of you that didn't get a chance, I've been able to watch Julian grow up right in front of our eyes for the last year. And he stood up and he delivered a speech that would make all of you guys proud here in Miami. And it's been a pleasure watching and working with you. And I really appreciate your hard work. Your work ethic is second to none. And you deserve your success. So keep up the good work, man.
Appreciate it.
Next guy we're going to bring up is Daryl YG. We got Daryl on the phone. Daryl's traveling back to Dallas. As you know, he's always somewhere on the move. And this man's an absolute stud. He's a hard worker. He's a model citizen. And really proud to call him a friend. Daryl is nice enough to MC. As some of you may or may not know, our Chief Marketing Officer and one of the heartbeats in Wake Up Now, as you guys know, his mother was ill last week. And we need to keep her in our thoughts and prayers. She had brain surgery today. She had a tumor. And Jordan's been with her and wasn't here this week. And he was set to MC while Andy was on vacation. So Daryl stepped in and stepped up in a big way, as he always does. He's a dynamic presenter, a dynamic personality, and a dynamic leader in this company. And I got Daryl on the line. And Daryl, you there? YG, you out there? YG? Okay, man, you're on live with everybody. Say hi to the Wake Up Now family.
Hello, Wake Up Now family.
Andy, can you hear him okay?
Yeah.
Okay. YG, why don't you give us a recap of the weekend, and then let's talk about the Explorer package and what some of your thoughts are.
Oh, absolutely, man. You know what? Man, it's just, Julie did a great job of just, letting everybody know what they missed out on. How important the event, because you can't take that experience back to you. I mean, that would be to really, give somebody the insight. You have to be there. But for those individuals who missed it, all the videos, all the recap webinars like this, it's going to have to do, and it will do. But, it was just an amazing time that we had at this event. It was overwhelming to see the lives that were changed. I mean, our company, our slogan, our tag is a better life. And with the product, ladies and gentlemen, that we have here that we launched, it was exceptional with the product, okay, that's been launched through the company, And one part about it, you guys, I want to stress the reason why, okay? The reason why that you want to go in, all right, and absolutely make sure that you are a product of the new product, okay? The first reason is because we told you to do so. Who is we? We're talking about the ownership of the company and the leadership of the company. That's first and foremost. All right, as representatives, you need to listen, all right, to the ownership and the leadership, because we have your best interest at hand. Second of all, the second reason, because it simply makes sense, ladies and gentlemen. Now, what part of it makes sense? The part of it makes sense because now, all right, you have more of a reason, okay, all right, that you now can have more product, all right, that was going to create more storage for you to be able to share Wake Up Now, all right, with the world. Okay, you have now a personal assistant. You're able to take that testimony. You're able to, one MD, you're able to take that testimony for calling in and give your health knowledge, all right, and critiquing it. All of that good stuff. You're able to take that testimony and see how they helped you with your life, all right, and you're able to take that and share that, all right, with the world. Share that with prospects. So it just makes sense to be a part of the product for your own life and to share that testimony with other people. And for the third reason, because ladies and gentlemen, more value, all right, with more product and service added to the network, all right, guess what it does? All right, it increases your value potential. All right, and when we increase our value and potential, all right, guess what that's doing, ladies and gentlemen? That is increasing our bank account. Absolutely, that's increasing our commission. All right, so for those three reasons, because we told you before, because now you're able to draw from testimonies, live a better lifestyle through using the product yourself, that's twofold. And the third reason, because now you're going to get paid for it. All right, so at the end of the day, it just makes sense. So make sure you understand that you can't cheat or cheat your way to success. Then get on the product, upgrade, get your entire team upgrading on the product, because they need, all right, their own testimony. These are products, and I really believe that this product, all right, is these two products right here. I'm gonna have to say they're as important as tax box. Okay, they write land up with tax box. All right, because as business owners, these tax boxes to write on, but at the same time, we're talking about, all right, what is more important than wealth is our health. Our health is our wealth. So at the end of the day, that's something that's more important. All right, so think about now, all right, using that angel to share with individuals. All right, think about now having that personal assistant, okay, that a lot of individuals can't afford to have, at the end of the day. But now we make it affordable. So what is that doing? That's saving people money. It comes back to the mission of the company, ladies and gentlemen. All right, it comes back to the mission of the company of us getting a social distribution network that's helping America to eliminate debt by helping them to save money. So just think about that. All of our products are lining up with the mission of the company, ladies and gentlemen. All right, and this is why we're going to continue to wake up the world. All right, we're going to continue to add products and service that have value, but at an affordable price tag where the world, ladies and gentlemen, all right, I'm talking about the world will accept it, all right, only if you share it through your testimony. All right, so once again, as we continue to launch the product, you guys, and explore that, once again, upgrade. Okay, it comes now with the vacation club. So what happens now, ladies and gentlemen, you have to think about it. Okay, a person don't have a single nothing else. All right, they can get it all packaged up in one package. Okay, and when you share this program with the business, matter of fact, I took some time today to really think this over as I was out in Miami, all right, and just exploring actually, all right, around Ocean Drive and various other main strips, and I started just chatting with individuals, like, I had a lot of people give me a call. I was chatting with people I didn't know randomly in stores and stuff at the gas station, whatever the case might be, all right, and, I was able to really actually talk about, all right, a product called the Explore Pack. Just the name itself, and I hope some of you guys catch this, just the name itself is attractive. The name itself is a prospecting tool. Okay, and one thing that I did, and it worked 100%, was I was able to engage in a conversation and ask individuals, have you heard about the new Explore Pack that's being offered? And I always ask, wait, what's that? What do you mean? I would love to sit down and share it with you. All right, because that word explore, ladies and gentlemen, all right, it's very, very, when I say this, I'm talking really, really very, it has people being inquisitive. They want to know more about it, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so they're going to explore what? Okay, you're going to sit down with them, and now you're able to break down our product, all right, from a standpoint of having a presentation done through sharing our product one at a time through the Explore package. So once again, that's powerful. All right, that's why I'm beginning to really, really create my list. I'm kind of starting all over with the Explore package, guys, because I'm very excited about it. I know how to leverage it the right way. I know how to share it the right way. And that comes with developing a skill set. And that skill set is going to be continue to be taught at our events. And the next one is the September event, you guys, the convention. You better be there. I'm telling you right now. You better be there. So two things before I get out of here. Upgrade our Explore package and make sure you have your September Wake Up Now convention ticket. Those two things, ladies and gentlemen, it's almost like you're not in the business All right, if you're not taking care of business, being in Wake Up Now, which is your business. With that being said, back over to you, Andy. Thanks a lot.
YG, thanks a lot, man. I appreciate that, and that's great advice. And just a reminder, go in your hub, and there's an upgrade button lit up, and right beside the search bar, hit that. It'll take you through. It'll ask you for your payment information and upgrade to that package. Angie, we're going to kick it back to you, man. We're going to get out of here. Julian and I got to take off to another meeting. YG, appreciate you, brother, as always. And look forward to seeing you guys soon. I'm out on the road. I'm in Atlanta or Miami. One more meeting on Wednesday night. Come see me. I'm in Atlanta, Georgia on Thursday, and I'm in Virginia, Norfolk, Virginia on Saturday. Come out and see us, and let's have a great time. Have a great evening. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Hey, guys, you bet. Jason, thank you. And you guys, that couldn't be summed up any better. Totally new excitement, new products, new offerings. You know there's a value to going these escape trips because that's where the announcements get made. These guys heard it Sunday night for the first time, and it's a big deal. We're all excited. We are going to be right side by side with you guys as you learn about it and look into the products. We want to be here to answer all your questions through meetings, follow-ups, three-way calls, whatever you need. And, you know, to sum up the excitement, I'm not sure I could put any better. I know you guys are in South Beach having a great time. I'm here having a great time. I'm on vacation. So just put an exclamation mark on the call and kind of sum up how excited we are about the new products. Hang on one sec. Value was the official launch of the product. Now, if I get wet, I'm going to have to use one MD.
Yes, that's a one line.
That's the one life right there. I don't have my banner, but that's it, baby. Have a great night, you guys. We'll talk to you later.